Why come to Atlanta United? Why agree to a transfer here?
¿Por qué elegiste venir a Atlanta United?
Eh, Porque me fijé, pregunté y me dijeron que era uno de los mayores clubes de Estados Unidos y que aquí va a estar muy cómodo.
Because I knew about the club. I knew it's one of the best clubs in the U.S. and I knew that I was going to be very comfortable here.
How do you think you're going to be able to help this team try to make the playoffs?
¿Cómo crees que puedes ayudar a este equipo a entrar en los playoffs?
Y pues yo vengo a aportar, si las cosas se dan, vengo con toda la disposición de ayudar al equipo y espero que clasifiquemos a los playoffs.
I'm here to contribute to the team, so I'm willing to do whatever's needed of me to try and help the team, and hopefully we can make the playoffs.
Have you watched film of the team from past games?
Si has visto algunos videos del equipo de los últimos partidos.
Sí, últimamente me vi como 4 partidos y estoy al tanto del equipo.
Yes, lately I've watched 4 games, so I'm up to speed on the team.
What are your impressions of the team and how it's playing right now?
¿Y qué son tus primeras impresiones del equipo y de cómo está jugando?
Me parece que estamos jugando excelente, estamos creando muchas ocasiones, solo nos falta concretar y yo estoy llegando a aportar y esperemos que pueda ayudar mucho para hacer los goles.
I think the team is playing excellent. I think they're creating a lot of chances. They're just missing that last ability to finish. But as I said, I'm here to contribute, and I hope to be able to help the team.
Edwin, mucho gusto, Felipe Cárdenas, de un colombiano a otro, pues te doy la bienvenida a Atlanta.
Gracias.
¿Llegaste solo, con familia? ¿Cuál es el plan tuyo personal en términos de acomodarte acá en la ciudad?
Ahora estoy solo y esperemos que más adelante venga mi mamá y mi hermana.
Right now I'm here on my own, but hopefully in the near future my mom and sister will be able to come.
¿Y dónde están tu mamá y tu hermana? ¿Están en Medellín?
Sí, en Medellín.
They're in Medellín.
Edwin, una pregunta. ¿Cómo te definís como jugador? ¿Qué características tenés como delantero?
How he would describe himself as a player.
Soy un jugador muy versátil, rápido, encarador, que le gusta el 1 versus 1 y asistir mucho.
I'd say I'm a very versatile player, very fast. I like to dribble and take players on one-on-one and try to assist my teammates.
¿Y cómo llegás físicamente en una liga que justamente es muy física?
How he is physically coming into a very physical league.
Y pues estaba entrenando solo y no es lo mismo estar entrenando solo que con el grupo y esperemos sumar entrenamientos y poder estar mejor físicamente.
I've been training on my own for a bit, which is not the same as training with the team. So hopefully I can get more training sessions and get that fitness that I need.
Edwin, y como mi colega lo dijo, pues llegas en un momento crítico para el club, que están en la parte baja de la tabla, hay que clasificar a playoffs. ¿Has notado esa tensión en el club, ese tipo de presión desde que llegaste?
Just about the moment he's arriving at the club with pressure to make the playoffs, if he notices that kind of tension.
Como me lo dijeron antes de llegar, es un club grande y merecemos y queremos estar en los playoffs y pienso que tensión no haya porque el grupo está muy unido, los noto muy unidos y esperemos clasificar.
As they told me before I got here, this is a very big club, so we deserve and we want to be in the playoffs. But I don't notice any tension because I think this group is very united.
Who do you try to model your game after? Is there a player?
¿Tienes algún ejemplo de un jugador a que intentas quizás modelar tu juego o jugar como ese jugador?
Y no creo que imitar, creo que intento hacer mi propio juego, pero siempre miré mucho a Robinho.
Not any player that I try to imitate because I try to play my own game, but a player I watched a lot was Robinho.
Edwin, como colombiano, pues obviamente tenés una cultura futbolística especial, única, pero venís de Argentina. ¿Has notado un entendimiento entre los compañeros de acá en términos de cómo jugás, de cómo querés recibir el balón? ¿Ha sido algo que has notado como positivo?
Y pues yo pienso que nos vamos conociendo en los entrenamientos y estos 2 días que he entrenado, pues la química ha sido buena y, y como dicen, el fútbol no tiene idioma, entonces nos vamos entendiendo en la cancha.
I've been getting to know my teammates in these 2 training sessions that I've had so far. I think the chemistry is improving, but as they say in soccer, there's no language in soccer, so I think that'll continue to grow.
Is there a significance to your number, or is that just what you were assigned?
¿Algún significado con tu número? ¿Lo elegiste o es el que te dieron?
Llegué, pedí el número 70 y como no se puede salir del 30, no era el único que había y ese lo escogí.
No, I got here and I asked for 70, but the numbers don't go up that high, so this is the one that I was given.
Why 70?
¿Y 70 por qué?
Por Robinho.
Ah,
Robinho.
Buenos días, Edwin. ¿Cómo estás? Luis Carlos Arias, Defensa Atlanta. Bienvenido a Atlanta United. Y la Atlanta está Georgia. Felicitaciones. Estás ahorita hablando del número 21. Tú acabas de cumplir 21 años, entonces perfecto para tu número. Y estando histórico aquí, siendo primer colombiano en este equipo, ¿cómo te sientes?
He also just turned 21, and how he feels being the first Colombian on the team.
También una de las razones que lo elegí fue porque tengo 21 años y muy contento de ser el primer colombiano y espero dejar las puertas abiertas para que otros puedan llegar.
That's another one of the reasons why I came is, because I'm young, I'm only 21 years old, and I feel very happy to be the first Colombian and to be able to open that door to other players.
there's going to be 70,000 people announced at the game on Saturday. Have you played in front of a crowd that large before?
En este partido del sábado habrá 70,000 espectadores, si alguna vez has jugado en frente de un público así tan grande.
Sí, he jugado en la Bombonera, que se repleta todo y pues yo pienso que presión nunca he tenido y pues yo salí de un club grande donde siempre asistían un montón de gente, entonces creo que no tendría presión, me motivaría más.
I've played at the Bombonera, which is always, gets very full, and I don't feel any pressure because I'm coming from a big club where, I'm used to that. So I don't think that pressure will be there. I think it'll just only motivate me more.
Edwin, did you ever play against Thiago Almada in Argentina when he was with Vélez?
¿Alguna vez jugaste contra Thiago en Argentina?
No tuve la oportunidad.
What are your general thoughts on just the quality of the team out here, having been able to train with them for a couple days?
¿Qué son tus impresiones de la calidad del grupo en los primeros días?
Pienso que me han acogido bien y han sido un grupo alegre, tanto feliz y se nota que está bien el grupo.
They've welcomed me really well. I think it's a happy group, and they're all treating me really well so far.
Edwin, ¿qué te han dicho tus amigos, tu familia de venir a esta liga en Estados Unidos? O sea, en Colombia sigue siendo una liga que es como desconocida, no tiene el respeto que los demás. ¿Qué te han dicho tus allegados?
What his family and friends in Colombia have said to him since he's decided to come to MLS?
Lo vimos como una nueva oportunidad y pues siempre me apoyaron en la decisión que yo quería tomar y yo quería venir acá, entonces me la respetaron y me apoyan.
We view it as a really good opportunity. They're always there supporting me and the decisions that I've made. So we thought it was a great opportunity, and they're supporting me in that.
¿Y estás consciente de la historia de los jugadores colombianos que han venido acá? O sea, siempre han venido jugadores grandes de Colombia, han jugado acá, pero últimamente están llegando jugadores más jóvenes. ¿Estás consciente de esa evolución?
If he's aware of Colombian players who've come to the league before, and now this, more younger and younger players are coming.
Una de las cosas que me movió fue porque están viviendo muchos jóvenes de la liga colombiana y a la gran mayoría conozco y son mis amigos, entonces me motivaron ellos.
¿Quiénes son tus panas?
Jair Durán,
Claro.
Viene Juan David Mosquera a Portland, Dylan Borrero, una cantidad que ya se me
¿A Santi Moreno lo conoces? ¿A Santi Moreno lo conoces?
a Santiago Moreno,
Sí.
lo enfrenté.
Sí, exacto, en Colombia.
Sí.
Sí. Okay, chévere.
Just that, yeah, that's one thing that motivated me was how many younger Colombian players are coming to the league, and a lot of those guys are my friends. So it's just another reason to come here.
Are you ready if Pineda calls you off the bench or even start on Saturday? Are you fit? Are you comfortable?
¿Estás listo, en forma para jugar si te toca del inicio del banquillo?
Y no digamos que tan en forma porque vengo de un mes de entrenar solo y espero, si me llevan el sábado, tener algunos minutos.
Let's not say in form because I've been playing, I've been training on my own for a month. So, if we'll see what happens if my name is called. All right, we got time for one more if anyone's got it.
¿Cómo te sentiste ayer cuando surgiste aquí en la cancha a entrenar y te pagaron en la espalda como iniciación de bienvenido al equipo?
How he felt yesterday and his welcome to the team running through the tunnel.
Pues es un ritual que se hace siempre, entonces yo era lo que no quería que me pegaran, entonces ya estaba con eso en la cabeza.
It's just a ritual that always happens, so I didn't want to get hit, so I knew that was already something in my head. All right.
Anybody take a crack at you?
¿Alguno fuerte?
Sí, me dieron duro.
Yeah. All right, thanks everyone.
Gracias.
Gracias.
Cuídate, hombre.
Hernandez is back in training. Brooks Lennon is back in training. You're getting a lot of the bodies back. With that in mind, what is this team capable of doing in the last 12 games?
Winning. We need victories. We need 3 points. And yeah, I think the quality of the sessions just raised just naturally with Andrew, with Ronald, with Brooks, with Edwin back. I mean, and plus the good players we already had. I think just the quality of the training sessions had been very good this week. So we just need to prepare ourselves for winning.
What is the plan for Mosquera, and how has he looked in the 2 training sessions I guess he's had?
He looks very good. I think physically he's very good as well. I think his progression will be a little bit faster than we thought. We sent a fitness coach down there for almost 10 days to train with him individually, double sessions and all that. So he's with some rhythm already. So I think the progression can be a little bit faster than expected.
Do you consider him more as a winger or a wing back, or what are you considering him using him as?
He's a winger.
He's a winger, pure winger.
Yes. Now, there are times I can use him as a wing back. That could be an option for sure.
I got to ask you about Brian Schmetzer. Are you
Yes.
looking forward to this, or what are your emotions about this?
Nothing. It's just a great friend. In my opinion, the best coach in MLS. Maybe I have some bias, but I've seen him achieving more than anyone else in his time in MLS. I can see working directly with him that why he's so successful. So he deserves all the credits, in my opinion. But also, he's a great friend for me, a great mentor. So it's going to be I'm going to be very happy to see him again.
How will the loss of George Campbell affect? You've been using the 3 center backs kind of for the past 2 games. How will that loss affect your lineup decisions and formation choices?
Yeah, I mean, we were playing basically in a back 4. It was just more Purat as a right back a little bit, but in the build-up we did a bit of back 3. But anyways, I think formation-wise and all that, personnel, he's been very solid for us, kind of good in the air, good solid defensive set pieces, all that, better improving on the ball also. So I think he was making a good progress in his game. Now he has this, again, little growing problem. So yeah, we will adjust. Good thing that we have Andrew back, Ronald back, Brooks back, so that gives us more options on the back.
I have a question about Mosquera as well. What do you think he's solving that you didn't have before his arrival?
Well, a little bit of more aggression in the final third, I would say. I mean, when you see him playing, he's the type of winger that can unbalance any back line because of his pace, because of his ability on the 1v1, because of his ability to run in behind, and also he can play on both sides. So I think that's something that probably we didn't have before. We tried to do it that more with our fullbacks early in the year, with Andrew Goodman or Caleb Wiley, Brooks Lennon on the side, but more inverted wingers. So now he's more of a natural winger for me, so he can help us with that.
What has your conversation been like with the strikers and the attackers? You know, back-to-back games without goals. Like, what sort of frustrations are you trying to deal with on their side?
Well, first of all, reflecting on myself, always reflecting on myself, and on how I can improve them, how I can train them better, how I can message them better. That's my job as a coach, is to improve my players and to make them to perform at their best. I don't think they're that far off. That's probably the difference. That I don't think they're that far from the best Joseph, the best Luis, the best Thiago. I don't think they are that far. I think it's a bit of confidence, of rhythm, playing again together, all of them, and just confidence, belief in the team. I think it's more up here that they understand that they are great players, and I believe in them. And it's just a case at times the mood of the team because of not winning, cause an effect in the mental side, but they are great footballers and I believe in them. So it's just they have to believe in themselves a little bit more. So that's more what I need to fix. Tactically, of course, yes, we need to be more vertical at times. We need to play in a sprint and get in behind, more runs in behind, a bit more creativity to raise the quality a little bit more. But I believe that they can do it.
Has it been difficult with just what you've just mentioned about sort of pushing them to attack in certain moments, having the injuries and just new players? Has it been difficult to really establish an identity that you want to play consistently with? Is that something that's been a challenge?
I think the identity has been there. I believe that the identity of the team, trying to dominate in possession, trying to overwhelm the opposition, trying to play from the back, trying to create more chances than the opponent, I think we achieved that. The identity is there. It's just at times the quality in certain moments, the inexperience in certain moments, the lack of stability in the lineups due to injuries, due to my decisions. I think all that affect a little bit the performance, but the identity is clear. I think the stats prove that we are one of the teams with more possession, with more chances created, with more shots, with more possession in the final third. So I think the identity is clear in there. Now, we probably concede more goals than we should have. Probably we didn't score as many goals as we should have, but I think the team knows how we want to play.
It seems to me like ever since Ozzie Alonso left the team with his injury, it's kind of been, there's been a lot of rotation in midfield and kind of been searching for that balance that he kind of brought to the team. Does Santiago Sosa provide some of that balance a little bit in your eyes?
Yes, I mean, it's hard to talk about just one player to be missing. For sure, we miss Ozzie's experience or Ozzie's ability to close down the game, to understand when to make a tackle, when to make a foul, tactical fouls, the mental side of pushing his teammates with, the belief that he can improve on that. But the same I can say it about Brad, about Miles, about Andrew, about Brooks, about certain moments, Joseph, that he was injured, Luis. So they all impact the team in certain ways. Now, tactically, the balance of the team, a true six, yes, I think that we've been trying to put 2 8s at times, and that probably didn't give us a lot of stability yet. So now that Santi is becoming a bit more healthy and with more rhythm, more like the Santi that was playing for us the last year, I think he provides a lot of balance, yes, to the team. So I'm looking forward to that, to seeing Santi again into his best level.
Have you considered maybe putting Santi as kind of the lone holding midfielder and kind of having the 2 8s with maybe Almada and Marcy?
Yeah, for me it's just 2 8s. 8s, 10s can work. So yes, at times Rosetto, Amar can play there, Ibarra can play there as an 8 to 10, but more 8, and then Thiago can be more 8 to 10, but more of a 10. So the way we structure the team and the different structures that you see in the games depend a little bit of the opponent. But yeah, with Santi as the true holding center mid, he gives us also the ability to drop back him in between the center backs. That's a different way to create a back three we've been using a lot the fullback coming inside. So when we need a back three, that gives us that option, and then the 8 becomes the 6. So different shapes that we can use now with Santi. That is a true 6, yes. Obviously, when you put the pair in front of Santi, whether it's 2 and 1, right? 2 center mids, 1 6, 1 8, and then a true 10, or 1 holding 6 and then an 8 and a 10. So that's kind of always the rotation, and also sometimes it's within the game. We try that for sure.
The transfer window closes today. Just want to confirm y'all aren't making any more moves. Is that?
Yeah, as far as I know, yes.
Okay.
Buenos días, Gonzalo.
Buen día.
¿Qué es tu expectativa para este próximo juego y también el nuevo jugador que tienes ahorita colombiano, la primera vez en la historia del Atlanta United?
Para mañana no hay más, ganar, pero mañana no, el sábado es ganar, no hay más. It's about winning. That's expectation, esa es la expectativa. Para Mosquera es un jugador que me ilusiona mucho porque es un extremo natural que creo que le puede dar un revulsivo importante al equipo con sus carreras a la espalda, con su habilidad en el último tercio, y creo que puede ser muy bueno, sobre todo en un fútbol del MLS donde a veces los espacios se convierten muy amplios, pero es un jugador que puede jugar bien en espacio amplio y en espacio corto, que es lo que me ilusiona un poco de él, entendiendo que es muy joven, que viene a adaptarse a una nueva liga, a un nuevo fútbol, a un nuevo idioma. Tengo que entender la parte humana de él y cómo se integre, pero mi expectativa es que se integre lo más rápido posible y que nos pueda aportar al equipo.
Gonzalo, ¿cuánto de especial tiene este partido para vos por el rival que tenés enfrente?
Sí, es especial por el rival, porque me da la oportunidad de ver a muchos amigos, que eso para mí es muy importante, la parte humana, pero también es especial por el momento que vive el equipo, porque nos enfrentamos a un gran rival, probablemente el mejor de los últimos años, a un gran entrenador, probablemente el mejor de los últimos años, y el momento del equipo, que es lo que más me ocupa a mi equipo, es que necesitamos esos 3 puntos, a como dé lugar. Entonces, creo que eso me ilusiona mucho, es un partido muy atractivo para mí por el rival que tengo enfrente, pero más por el momento que vive el equipo.
¿Te da ventaja conocer algún secreto de Seattle, por ejemplo? ¿O conocer a algunos jugadores como Lodeiro?
Bueno, creo que ellos me conocen igual, saben más o menos lo que pienso del fútbol en general. Seguramente conociéndolos han visto cualquier cantidad de videos nuestros, conociendo a su videoanalista que es muy bueno y a Brian que son muy específicos y a su cuerpo técnico seguramente han visto mucho de nosotros, nos conocen a la perfección, yo los conozco a la perfección, entonces no sé si haya una ventaja para un lado más que para el otro.
La última de Edwin, el colombiano que ya está acá, ya está entrenando, lo viste ya en movimiento, ¿qué nos podés agregar de lo que ya contabas recién?
La verdad es que me contagia su energía, es un muchacho que trae mucha energía, me encanta que viene dispuesto a hacer cualquier cosa por triunfar, se ha mostrado muy bien en los entrenamientos, ha impactado ya desde su primera sesión. Supimos de qué se trataba Edwin Mosquera, es como ellos dijeron, wow, es un jugador desequilibrante y que trae muchos deseos de triunfar, y eso me gusta mucho. No es un jugador que viene acá y bueno, voy a adaptarme, voy a ver, no, el muchacho viene viene a tratar de aportar.
Gonzalo,
Sí.
one more.
Yeah.
Sorry. You told us after the game against Chicago that some of the things that you said recently can be taken out of context, that you want to be a little bit more careful with your messaging. Is that difficult for you? I mean, you're very transparent. Is that something that you really feel like you need to sort of work on moving forward?
Yes, I just talk about specifically that question that you guys said about Thiago Almada. My answer was more generic, and you guys thought that I was talking about Thiago Almada.
Right.
I was more talking about how we coaches, we make decisions, how we make decisions on lineups, and I was talking about, I see everything. I see how they arrive here, who takes breakfast, who doesn't, who interact with the players more, who stays in the gym, who trains better, who watch film, who doesn't watch film. Not because they are better or not. At times there are players that are more used to film, some others they prefer just to play, which is okay to me. How they are mentally, how they interact with the players. So I have a lot more information in general to make decisions. So that's what I was trying to say. And somehow it turned into Thiago Almada being unprofessional. And I felt that my words were bad, and I was feeling regrets on saying that, because then I put Thiago Almada in a bad position with fans, with media, and I take that as my responsibility, that I wasn't clear enough. That's what I tried to clarify, that like I wanted to be very specific on what I was trying to say, because the last time I did that, hurt a player that I love, that I think is been fantastic for us. So that's why I made that try to speak with more clarity. After that became a question of is that professionalism or something like that, or is that attitude? And then I said it's about everything, because it was mainly about everything, about who trains better, who doesn't, who at times is just a little bit better. Both train hard, both are professional, but at times in the training session someone scores one more goal, or someone makes a better assist, or a better movement, and that happens. So I see everything, who's better in those ups and downs in the season. So I try to clarify that a little bit more.
Is Thiago one of those guys that you see like watching film, coming in early, doing the things that you expect from
Yes,
professional?
I think in general I have a group very professional in general.
Okay.
I mean, I can share that Thiago Almada comes to English lessons the afternoons twice a week. His training, his numbers are normally top 5 in our squad. In terms of, that's only quantity, but in terms of quality, you can imagine how many golazos he scored in the small sided games, how many good assists he made. So that's why it hurt me that the impression I gave with my words was him not being professional, because I never meant that.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Both teams need points on Saturday. Seattle, I think it's above the line now, but still needs to distance itself. Without going into the game plan too much, do you expect a wide open kind of game on Saturday?
No.
No?
No, no, I don't think it's going to be, at least from the beginning, no. I think probably if they score first, it's going to be even more closed. If we score first, I think it can turn into something more open, but that's the expectation. That again, we've been conceding a lot of goals early in the games. I was happy about the not conceding goals in the game in Chicago, especially because at the end of the game they really pushed for that. They brought Gaston Jimenez and they put some energy into the game, and we were just solid and fighting for not conceding a goal. I expect that for 90 minutes, and then that gives us the ability to always be in the game and always have the upper hand with the ability we have in the front end. So I could say that the expectation tomorrow is to score first and then having the game more on our hands so we manage better the game.
Are you preparing as if Rui Diaz is going to start?
Yes, I'm expecting the best Sounders with Jordan Morris, with Christian Roldan, with Rosnak, with Nico, with Raul, Jamar, Javi, Alex Roldan, Nuhu, and whoever plays on the right. Can be Leo Chu, can be Jimmy Medranda, can be one of the kids as a center mid, Leiva, Atencio, that brings Christian Roldan on the right. So I expect the best Sounders, because I think they're in need also of points. Knowing Brian, who's a very competitive coach, he wants to win this one. So I expect them to just man up, and they play on Tuesday, yes, but Sounders is very resilient mentally. So I expect the best Sounders.